everybody, and welcome back. We're back, baby. We are back.
We are back. Week off.
We took a week off. We are back right here at Top Rope Reality, episode 24, part
That's right.
1.
I felt like I had been away. It's like when you're dating somebody. You know, I feel like this is like, you know, compare this to your girlfriend.
Yes.
I missed her for a whole week.
I know. We missed them. I hope they missed us.
I hope they did miss us. I mean, this is the fun we have. We love doing this show, and I miss going on YouTube, being able to watch what we had to say.
I know. Look a little wet there.
I am a little wet. I just got done doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge,
which we will put on here on part 1.
Don't forget, Ice Bucket Challenge. Not just water, people.
No, not just cold water, ice water.
That's right. And it was cold.
So let's get started here with a little WWE news.
That's right.
The new logo is in place. You will not see the old scratch logo anymore.
Sad.
It's a new clean cut.
Clean cut logo.
Yes.
Which is probably, if you want to talk about Raw, we'll be talking about the new belt, right?
Yeah, the belt.
The belt.
One belt only now. No
One
two.
belt only. It has a new logo on it.
Has a new logo on it.
Very
I wish they had made it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because they took away the big gold belt, you know.
Right.
So they took this one away.
Sad.
For now. Because, you know, they did it one time before, took it away, and they come back. So.
Yeah, they made 2 silver champions again. Yeah.
And, yeah. When things get like, well, one champion ain't good enough, we have to do, let's split it up a little bit.
They don't have enough main eventers to do that.
Whose fault is that?
WWE.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
As long as John Cena's around, we don't have no more main eventers.
That's right.
Let's talk about the Nation 2.0, or what you call them?
Xavier Woods Incorporated.
Right.
They're not going to go with our... If they go with my idea, I want royalties.
Yes, I know.
They must be watching our show.
If they call it that...
I'm calling the offices.
we need to take a trip to Stamford, Connecticut.
We do.
But, you know, they were talking about it. It's gone. It's done for. We hadn't seen it for a while. They wrestled all by themselves. No Xavier Woods come out with them.
And they were wrestling his faces.
Faces. And like, what are they? Has WWE done it again? Have they started something people love and said, we don't like it? See you later.
They even had Big E put on Twitter about 2 different, I guess, music people working on music for him, and he said, but almost.
Almost. I mean, it works.
But it does.
I believe that all people tweeting about it, Xavier Woods and Big E and Kofi about the group and everything, maybe they got word to the head honchos at WWE and said, hey, people want to see us as a group.
Right.
People want to see something different.
Exactly.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we heard this past week of some house shows, they are back together.
It was
Big
Xavier
E and
who's been
Kofi,
coming out with them.
and Xavier Woods has been at ringside as they've been taking on the tag team champions and the Wyatt family in a triple threat match.
Well, there you go.
They've been losing, but they're in a title match.
That's right.
So maybe it was just because we did hear word, you know, that.
But I think they could go with the Xavier Woods Incorporated, not call it the New Nation, because the way that Xavier Woods put it was, he said, if I was in a group like that, I wouldn't talk about the color, I would talk about our intelligence,
right?
Which would work because he has a PhD.
Oh, he's a very smart man, very smart.
So you know, and nowadays. Everybody gets so touchy. I'm so offended.
Yes.
You know, all this Rusev talk. Oh, well, they're talking about Putin. They raised the flag of the pay-per-view. Man, it's called getting heat, people.
Yes. Well, we'll get to
Deal
that
with
in one of our other parts today.
It's ridiculous.
But we hope that this is something new.
I hope it happens.
I mean, I enjoyed the Usos, but if Big E and Kofi, a new Kofi, a change for Kofi and them, could take the tag team titles,
like 8 years.
I would be
boring
fine. So, something different. And we're not going to see the New Nation. That was the past. That was the Attitude Era. Let's go with something new.
Exactly.
Xavier Woods Incorporated, or something in that line.
You should go copyright that before they get it.
You need to.
Also,
and speaking of giving up on things,
is WWE giving up on Bo Dallas? They had to lose to R-Truth. He had
several times.
What was his record?
I think like
6 in Bo.
16 in Bo.
16 in Bo. See, I mean, that's so sad.
And lost quickly to R-Truth.
It's sad.
It is truth. I guess the WWE doesn't believe. But we will see.
And there's another person possible they're giving up on is Adam Rose.
Yep, the heard they're giving up on Adam Rose, which, you know.
Sad again.
Well, I
Make
guess
him Leo Kruger and join him with the Wyatt family.
Send him back down. Hey, man, he's been mostly in NXT, teaming with Sami Zayn.
which would be interesting.
in the tag team tournament.
But
So,
him being a goofy character and Sami Zayn being the way he is, I don't think that would work.
yeah, no.
Also, Sting revealed another top superstar he'd like to wrestle. Like, we didn't see this one coming. Triple H.
That is the go-to.
Of course.
They're going to push it as far as they can with Undertaker. And when Undertaker says, "I cannot go," Hunter, will you push in the Sting and the Authority will come together, and we'll get Sting versus Hunter at WrestleMania 31.
Right.
But they are trying to see how far Undertaker can go.
Mm-hmm.
If he can carry a good 15, 20-minute match. If he can't, I know Hunter can, and Hunter will do the job and let
Of
Sting win at
course.
WrestleMania.
And he'll have lost to 2 Blade Runners at the same events.
And not many people can say that.
No, they cannot.
Now let's get to what do we owe? Yeah,
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Well, Alberto Del Rio showed up at the Triple Mania.
His new name means the boss.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I didn't
But
like
Bobby Lashley was the boss.
I didn't like Alberto Del Rio. If he wants to go to Triple
I was
A,
okay with him when he first came in, but they didn't understand what his slow build is. Now they understand that with Roman Reigns. They pushed him
I guess.
right into the title picture. You know, and he was the last champion before John Cena took the world title and combined them together and all that junk.
Right.
But
with Alberto, good he's gone. He'll do great things in
he
Triple A.
will. He'll make Triple A look good. I mean, he
Another
back in
one,
his
Rey
home area.
Mysterio. If
Let
he
him
won't-
go.
Let him go. There's talk of him still being out and hurt now with his hand.
Extending it again.
They're going to extend it another year.
Why waste the money? They're talking about we got to cut these people. That's people in the office or people on the road that they could have kept around.
Yeah,
That's the bus for the ring crew and the referees they could have kept around.
Ray is too injury prone now.
Yes.
Ray brings nothing to the product.
Not on a full-time schedule at all. Let him go to
If you want
AAA.
the kids to get on their mommies and daddies and bring them to the show, that's what John Cena does. What do you get Rey Mysterio for? Make another Mexican star. That's a smart plan. Somebody young. Find a young. You can't tell me there's not a young Mexican top star out there that you could hire.
There you go.
How about Kalistia? I mean, he's doing quite
They
well.
gave up on Sin Cara too. So
Yeah, well,
even with the new guy, you know, even with what's his name? What was his other wrestler? I can't
Sin Cara's other name?
remember. Yes.
El Mysterio?
No, I'm talking about the new Sin Cara, like
Hunico.
Hunico.
Yes,
He's
Hunico.
young. He's not injury prone like the other Sin Cara. Let him go.
He has
I think
been.
they've just ruined that whole character already, though.
They have. He's done. He was when the real one started botching too much. It's killed it.
Yep.
It's killed it. But now, I mean, cut ties. Send Ray on.
You did the
Thanks
same
for
thing.
thanks for the memories.
They did the same thing with CM Punk. Hey, guess what? You go to the network, you go there and spend $9.99.
How much?
$9.99.
That's a damn good deal.
I'm telling you, I got it. He's got it. You need to get it. And I'm telling you, $9.99 to watch Rey Mysterio back in the day, especially on SmackDown. When he was on SmackDown, he did some great stuff.
And WCW.
And WCW.
Him and Dean Malenko. But I
But
mean,
I'm just saying, watching from WCW over into WWE, that boy bulked up there, didn't he, buddy?
he did. I don't know what happened.
Weird.
But no, if he wants to go, I say let him go. Why hold
Let him go.
He could be Triple A's problem and be injury prone down
There
there.
you go. Or put him on the writing
Because
staff
at their show, at their big Mania,
Mm-hmm.
he showed up on the Tron, and it had on their hashtag Free Ray. So I say WWE free.
Free.
Say bring that money, work
And they're
towards
already
NXT.
saying that that WWE looks racist with how they handle Del Rio and how they're handling Ray.
I know.
You're holding him down captive. It's slavery.
Well, let's get on
Get
to
over it.
TNA news. Boy, they're losing people faster than.
Yes.
But they said they got a new deal in place. That'll happen next year, and it's not with Spike TV.
They say they have a new deal in place, but yet there's top name people that they're not renewing,
No.
so they're not getting enough money.
ODB has said,
She's
see you later.
down. And,
We saw where Velvet Sky has pretty much distanced herself from the company.
but she's still with the company.
Well, it's all taping. Bully Racer with the company, but pretty much said he's gone.
There you go. Yes, Bully
So-
Ray, like we put it on our Facebook page, Bully Ray and Rey Mysterio, those are the big contract issues. Bully Ray said at one of the house shows, one of the very few they have, that he was pretty much doesn't seem like he's going to be back. But the thing that irritates me is there's no interest on WWE's part to sign him.
Unless that's just talk.
Sign him as a trainer. Sign him as an agent. He did great things as an agent in TNA. Sign him as one of those if you don't want to have him as a wrestler. But you know what? He's got plenty of money. He's got his own wrestling school. He could go wrestle for Tommy Dreamer at House of Hardcore, go to Ring of Honor. go all over the
Yeah.
place. So I ain't worried about it. But
Well, TNA, they've been canceling live events. They've been just running now one night onlys.
yeah, they're calling them now one night only. So I guess they're being filmed to be on pay-per-view later on.
They're before this past week when they moved to Wednesday, their new night, because that's what
You probably didn't know that because they didn't.
I guess that's what the
advertise
fans
it.
wanted. That's what happened when they moved back to Thursdays
From Monday.
from Mondays.
That Monday Night War lasted like a month.
But they had one of the lowest ratings. And the main event, I mean, one of the featured the 3D versus the Hardys, and it was a bad ratings.
It's not because of who was in the main event. It was because they did not advertise good enough.
No.
moving.
This is not the Wednesday show. This was last Thursday.
Oh, on the Thursday show.
Yeah, this was their
Really?
last Thursday show.
Really?
This Wednesday show, woo!
It's like a .83 or something like that.
It only had 852,000 viewers. So that's a 0.8. Or maybe 9 since it's 5. We got
Wow.
9. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But she was saying how great the summer ratings have
gosh.
been. Dixie, stay off the bottle a little bit there.
That's right.
Maybe she did say that she went through the table. So
There you go. But yes, Spike has extended TNA to the end of the
yeah.
year. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think Spike's going to keep him around.
no, why don't you? They said they got a new deal
That's right.
at a smaller market, a smaller channel. So only matter
WGN
who
here
they
we
can
can.
Impact Wrestling coming at you.
On WGN.
Where the big boys play.
That's
I'm sorry,
right.
that was WCW.
I mean, dang up WGN is like, oh, Chicago channel. Maybe they can get CM Punk.
Now some NXT news. They're coming on their big second Takeover 2, their next big one, live NXT pay-per-view.
On September 11th.
For only
yes,
$9.99.
exactly.
You can get that
For how much?
$9.99.
There you go.
Plus you get that. You can get, coming up on Night of Champions, Hell in the Cell, TLC, Survivor Series, and the Royal Rumble. I mean, you get them all there.
Get them all.
For $9.99.
For $9.99.
But they've got some matches already signed. The NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte, will take on Bayley. Should be a good
The
match.
Ascension will defend the tag team titles.
Against the tournament winners.
Tournament winners.
Which has come down to the Vaudevillians or either Calistio and Sin Cara.
That's
Which
right.
did we talk about
Hair
there?
versus hair match. Enzo Amore taking on Sylvester Lafort.
Yep. And we got Adrian will defend he will defend his title, but they haven't announced who he will defend the NXT World Title against yet.
And we have a brand new general manager for NXT coming up, right?
Yeah, next Thursday
There you go.
they will announce who
They
it
will
is.
announce who it is. And the GM's first job will be to oversee the NXT TakeOver 2 special.
Yeah, okay, Triple H, we know we know that you do it. Which, hey, kudos, A++ to Hunter on NXT, because they do not rush storylines.
And I guess next
They make it build.
Next time will be TakeOver 3 and TakeOver 4, TakeOver 5. What's the sequels to movies?
I know they need to
Jeez.
work on that a little bit, okay?
You have all these ECW pay-per-view names, all these WCW pay-per-view names.
Mix them together, mix and match.
Yeah.
Give us a week, we can come up with 20. So
Yes.
Just
we
mix-
might work on that pretty soon.
we can mix just picking WCW and ECW, and we'll come up with 20 names
There you
for
go.
pay-per-views for NXT, and we'll fax them or email them to Triple H's office personally
right.
there. So that's it, folks, for part 1. We're glad to be back here. We did miss y'all. Hope you missed us. We'll be right back for part 2. We're going to talk a little indie news, which is very little because we don't have much here. But we're going to try to talk about CSW's
12 plus 1.
12 plus 1 big anniversary show.
KC13.
Was this past weekend.
Night one
Talk a little bit about
match.
that. And what else we can think about. So we'll be right back for part 2. Right here on Top Rope Reality. Episode 24. On YouTube.
That's right.